So they won the game, and I went to go look at the box score to see exactly what the hell happened. And essentially what happened was in the second half, the Lakers ended up scoring 59 to the Milwaukee Bucks 43. And then I thought about an exchange that I saw yesterday on television between Kendrick Perkins and Shannon Sharpe. Yesterday, they were discussing the state of affairs with the Lakers and the Los Angeles Clippers. And during that conversation, they got into this whole conversation of who has expectations and blah, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And as Kendrick Perkins was talking, he then brought up a point, which was the following. He said, but Shannon, we all know that the Lakers are doo-doo. And we also know that LeBron knows that this team isn't any good. So what do you expect? Now, for those of you who maybe didn't hear that, I want to play it for you now. I'm going to come back and react to what was said there. Take a listen to that there.
I'm done with the playoffs. The Lakers have the type of team that you thought the Clippers had because we got GOAT James and Anthony Davis has been on a mission. You said you wanted to see him stay healthy. You wanted him to play like the talent suggests the talent that he is. He's giving you that. Dinwiddie did a great job last night filling in for D'Lo. D'Lo's been great. Since that trade deadline, we still telling him, we whispering in his ear, you know the trade deadline's still out there because he been balling. We ain't going to let him know that the trade deadline over and we can't move it.
You know what that is,
No.
You know what that is? You know what that is, Molly? It's an old saying. You can smell doo-doo before you see it. We've been smelling doo-doo the whole season long when it comes down to the Lakers. Like they sitting in a nice spot. So what are we talking about? First of all, they got to get into the postseason. That's number one. So when I'm looking at the Clippers, it's a bigger deal because of the expectations. LeBron James don't even have expectations for this Lakers team. He knows that they trash. He knows that they can't make any noise. That's why you, along with LeBron, was one of the ones at the trade deadline, include myself, saying trade. Get you another star in there. Get you a wing defender. Because we all know if they happen to get up against the Sacramento Kings, we know how the Sacramento Kings own them. We know how Sabonis owns AD in that matchup. And then if they happen to get to that next round or play against a Dallas Mavericks in the play-in tournament, you sure you want to go on the road and play against a Luka Doncic or a Kyrie Irving the way that they've been falling?
Perk, this is what we know. All that what you said could be true. But the Clippers will never have the expectations of GOAT James. You know that, I know that. You can say whatever you want to say.
So you heard what was said there. Now, if you paid attention to that game, I actually posted about it on our community board last night. I actually came to the channel and I said, Lakers are playing like they're trying to make it into the playoffs. Meanwhile, the Clippers are playing like they are working on their vacation itineraries, and various people started chiming in. Of course, there were some irrelevant comments. Some of the people that be stalking our page, they were there. Of course, putting up their irrelevant comments. I don't even know what to say. But anyway, people were commenting on that. So if you saw that game, you saw that the Lakers had some real talent on the floor. And players like Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves was the one that hit that big 3-point shot to really put them ahead in that game. He was the one that really, he hit that shot, and that was really the shot that clinched the game for them. He had 29 points. Get this, 14 rebounds on 50% shooting from the field, and he also had 10 assists. Austin Reeves had a triple-double. Rui Hachimura also chipped in 16 points. Anthony Davis had a beast mode game of 34 points, 4 blocks, and 23 rebounds. That was a beast mode game, although he didn't shoot very well from the field, only 38.7, but it doesn't matter because he was aggressive. He took 31 shots, as it should be. He was the lead guy on the floor. And D'Angelo Russell, who's been a godsend for them, he also had 29 points and 12 assists. So I want to go back to Kendrick's comments. For a roster that is doo-doo, how do you explain occurrences like what we just witnessed? How do we explain that? How? How do you have a roster when one guy gets a triple-double, the other guy gets a 34, 4, and 23 rebound game, and you got another guy scoring 29 points with 12 assists, and LeBron wasn't on the floor? So how do we reconcile those comments? How do we do it? Here are the facts of the matter. The Lakers are one of the most enigmatic teams in the entire NBA. I don't know if the Lakers are good or if the Lakers are bad. I don't know. No one can really tell at this point. What I do know is that they are a totally different team without LeBron than they are with him. For whatever reason, you see the ball moving a little bit more. Guys are getting their shots. But most importantly, the offense is predominantly ran through Anthony Davis, and he's getting the lion's share of the shots. Now, obviously, those numbers are inflated. I think that game went to double OT, so those numbers won't be as gaudy in a normal regulation game. But it was pretty surprising. Those guys didn't play like doo-doo.